Welcome back, Mom and Sis English. Today we're going to talk about grocery shopping. Do you sometimes go to grocery shopping with your mom and dad? Or do you like going grocery shopping? Yeah, we all go to grocery shopping at least once a week, I assume, because we need to eat, right? Without food, people cannot survive. Okay, so today we're going to talk about grocery shopping, how you carry all the things you need in English. Okay, so we will learn how to communicate in English today. Let's go through the vocabulary. If you look at the picture, there is an uncountable noun, but sometimes you have to count those uncountable nouns. So when you count those uncountable nouns, 셀 수 없는 명사를 세실 때는요, you have to use a certain kind of vocabulary. Okay. 자, 단위가 있어요, right? So measurement. So you have to use that, right? So let's talk about some, the measurement here, okay? So when you buy the yogurt, we usually say a container of yogurt. A container of yogurt. When you buy the sugar in the bag, you say, I need a bag of sugar. A bag of sugar. When you buy the ketchup, right? A bottle of ketchup. A bottle of ketchup. And then when you buy the chips, chips are in a bag. So we usually say a bag of potato chip. A bag of potato chip. Okay, look at the cereal. Cereal is in the box. So we say a box of cereal. A box of cereal. And the important things I want to remember is the milk or juice. If you look at the milk and juice, it's usually contained in the carton box, right? So we say a carton of milk, a carton of juice. Okay, a carton of milk, a carton of juice. Also, if you go to market, there is a bread, right? Okay, so how do you count the bread? We usually say the singular a loaf. Okay, a loaf of bread. If it is more than two, you gotta say the loaves of bread. A loaf of bread, loaves of bread. Okay, and usually the eggs in the container, and then they are usually 12, right? So we usually say a dozen of eggs, a dozen of eggs. And then if we buy the, grapes and banana, they usually a bunch, okay? So we usually say a bunch of banana, a bunch of grapes, okay? And then if you look at the jam, it's usually in the jar, right? Honey, same, right? Mustard, same. So we say a jar of jam, a jar of mustard. Okay, and let's do the last one. Let's do two more things. If you buy the cheese, that usually a slice of cheese, a slice of cheese, or slices of cheese, right? Okay, and chocolate bar. Do you like chocolate? When you buy the one bar, you say a bar of chocolate, a bar of chocolate. Okay, so they are the measurement we usually use, okay, for the uncountable nouns. Okay, so let's talk about some vocabulary, right? So if you go to market, the usually items are displayed on the shelf, right? The shelf is a singular, 단수고요. Shelves are plural, okay? Shelves. So items are on the shelves, right? And then, if you go to market, there is aisle 1, aisle 2, separate aisles, right? So we usually say aisle. Okay, the S is silent, so you gotta pronounce it aisle, aisle. Okay, and then when you go to shopping, right, there is a stock, 물건이죠. So when you are saying, oh, we are in stock, that means 물건이 있어요. We are out of stock, that means 물건이 없어요. Or the shop assistant, they say it's all sold out, that means 물건이 없어요. 다 팔렸어요, right? So stock, in stock, out of stock, sold out. Okay. And then when you go to shop, you gotta push the cart. Usually people carry the cart, right? Push it. That's a cart in English. And then when you buy the item like fruit and vegetable, you sometimes have to weigh, right? So when you weigh it, you gotta use the scale, okay? Cart, scales, weigh, right? So you know how many kilograms or how many pounds you are buying when you weigh it, okay? So remember the pronunciation. if we use it as a verb, 동사로 사용하시면요, weigh. Okay, 명사 weight, 무게, right? You gotta put the T at the end of the verb, weight, if you wanna make it noun. Okay, and these days, this is very popular. Self-checkout or self-service, right? Self-checkout. Okay, and then, in the supermarket, there is a different sections in there, right? So there is a butcher section. We also say meat counter, meat section, butchers, meat, and meat counter. So though they sell, pork, 돼지고기, beef, 소고기, so they all sell different kind of meats, right? In the butcher. And if you want to buy the shrimp and fish, you gotta go to seafood section, right? Seafood. And if you buy the flour, you gotta go to the florist. If you wanna buy the milk, cheese, yogurt, you gotta go to the dairy section, right? Dairy section. If you wanna buy the vegetable fruit, you gotta go to the produce section. Okay, and if you wanna buy the frozen pizza or frozen fries, you gotta go to frozen food section. If you wanna buy the bread, muffin, and pastry, you gotta go to baked goods section, right? Bakery. And if you want to buy the fresh ham and cheese in the US supermarket, grocery market, there is a deli section. Okay, so in the deli section, you can ask how much ham, how much cheese you want. Okay, that's the bread, baked goods, and deli. Okay, got it. So that's the sections. Also, if you want to buy the rice or pasta or noodles, right? You go to pasta section. And also in the US supermarket, grocery market, of course in Korea too, there is an ethnic food section. So ethnic food means they have all different kinds of food from different countries. Okay, that's called ethnic food. So if you go to ethnic food section, they have a Mexican food, Korean food, American food, or different kind of foods there. Okay, and also we have a canned food. The next one is very important to remember. You want to buy the salt, right? Mayo, the ketchup. Those are the condiments. Condiments. Also, you love snack. And if you want to buy the snack, you have to go to snacks aisle, right? So let's say canned food, condiments, snacks. Also, there is a cereal, and then we also talk about beverage, right? So there is a breakfast cereal section and beverages. Okay, so those are the food. And then also, you go to supermarket to buy the toilet papers, buy the detergent that you need at home, right? Those section we usually say household items. Household items. So if you go to the household item section, there is a toilet paper, garbage bags, trash bags, or detergent, right? So that's where they are. Also beauty and health section, right? So health and beauty or pharmacy. So if you go to health and beauty, you can buy the shampoo or cosmetics, or if you need a painkiller or a headache, you can buy the painkiller, those medicines there, right? Okay, so those are the health and beauty or pharmacy section. Okay, so those are the sections you can see, or those are the products you can find out at the grocery market, supermarket. Okay, so let's go through the procedure. Okay, before you go to the grocery market, we usually make a list, right? So make a shopping list. I'm pretty sure your mom and dad, sometimes they make a shopping list, right? Yeah, when they make a shopping list, they gonna consider what they need or what items are out of stock and things like that, right? So make a shopping list, and then they go to the grocery shopping, and they take the cart, right? When they arrived at the grocery market, they take the cart, and when they get into the market, they look around, right? They look around, and then they go to the each section, right? They go to produce section, right? And then they pick the item, right? They want to buy something, they pick the item, choose the item, and put it in the cart, right? Put it in the cart. Also, after shopping, you cannot just, leave the market, right? You have to check out. Check out. So this is a procedure. right? When you go to a grocery market, these are the procedure you go through. Okay, let's repeat one more time. Make a shopping list. Go to the grocery shopping. Take a cart. Look around. Go to produce section. Choose the item. Put it in the cart. Check out. Right? Okay, and then before you go to grocery market, you are going to the grocery market because the item you are looking for, the item you need is not there, right? You don't have that. So let's talk about this vocabulary, 없다. So when you talk about 없다 in Korean, how do we say in English? We usually say I don't have, we don't have, right? Those are the very basic. Also, we say out of. So for example, we are out of toilet paper. We don't have any toilet paper. Or you can say fruit. We don't have any fruits. We are out of fruits. Got it? Okay, let's repeat one more time. We don't have any fruits. We are out of fruit. Also, you can say we are running out of. So run out of는 뭐가 다 떨어지는 얘기예요. So for example, we are running out of toilet paper. We are running out of toilet paper. Okay, 다 떨어졌어. 이미 다 떨어졌어요. We ran out of gas. Okay, when you're driving, right, you gotta fill it up because we ran out of gas, right? We ran out of gas. Or you can say, we need something, right? We don't have any fruit. We need some fruit. We don't have any toilet paper. We are out of toilet paper. We need to buy toilet paper, right? So that's the expression you're gonna use. Okay, very important. I want you to remember that, right? Out of, run out of, we need to buy something, right? Okay, so when you go to the market, you push the cart to look around and you pick the items, right? You grab the item, same thing. You grab the item. And sometimes if we grab the fruit and vegetable, you have to put it in the plastic bag, right? Put the item in a bag, put the item in a bag, and put it in the cart, right? Put it in the cart, put the item in the cart, and go down the aisle, right? You push the cart and go down the aisle, right? That's how you usually shop, right? Go down the aisle. And if sometimes, on the second thought, if you don't need the item you choose, you can just put it back, right? So you can put the item back. Put the item back on the shelf, right? So those are the very useful expression when you go to the grocery market. Okay, let's repeat one more time. Push the cart, grab the item, put the item in a bag, put the item in the cart, go down the aisle, put the item back on the shelf, right? Okay, so today we talked about all the vocabulary sentences you're gonna use at the grocery market. I hope that's very useful to you, and I will be back with another lesson next time. Bye, guys!